how do I practice? What's up friends, Liron here. Thank you for joining me in another video. In this video I want to talk about how I practice and how I work on improving my skills in watercolor and drawing and anything, any artistic endeavor I take right now. I was asked this on my Instagram on one of my posts, and because it looks like I'm making good progress, and so people wanted to know how exactly I approach this practicing. And so basically, it's very simple for me. I do this thing where I separate practice from creation. So I have times dedicated for practicing and times dedicated for creation. Okay? Now, when I'm practicing, I'm really logical about this, and I approach it in a way that really works on something very specific, a very specific skill set. So for example, one day I may work on just getting a very even wash, just initial wash, and this will be my focus. So if you've seen my thumbnail exercises and things of that nature, this is basically me working on just that initial wash. And because there's only one initial wash per painting, I want to do a lot of these, so I end up making these thumbnails, and of course I end up continuing them and having somewhat of a finished work for each and every one of them. But the main idea with this exercise is to just work on initial wash. Another day I may work on brushstroke techniques, which I think I have somewhere here. So one day I may just do this. See this? This is just me practicing different strokes with different brushes. Okay, so I may focus on anything, but the point here is to be as focused as possible. So what I would suggest in that sense is to actually map out all the skills you need. So for example, brush technique, value matching, initial wash, adding the final details, things of that nature. You want to make a list and then focus on only one of them each day. This is practice. Practice for me is very goal-oriented. It's pretty much I want to achieve something. And the reason why I stress this is because it's in stark difference to creation. When I'm creating, which is a completely separate process, all I want to do is just let go of everything. Let go of worries, let go of what I learned in my practice, let go of things are falling here. Let go of what I do when I practice, just clean my mind, and it's like meditation. I really get into it, I really get into the painting I'm working on. I'm putting some music in the background, or maybe someone speaking like a talk or something motivational. I like to paint with these kind of things in the background. So there is practice and there's creation, and these two are separate. Now, the interesting thing that you may notice happening is when you practice on a specific skill for a while, for a few sessions, and it doesn't even have to be a few days in a row. You can do this like on Sunday or Monday, and then take a few days and then return to that specific skill maybe 3 days later. So what will happen is, while I'm on my creation time and I'm just, again, letting go of everything, while I'm creating, I actually find that I've internalized what I practiced on. And it just happens subconsciously, because just like many good artists say, and also musicians and also athletes, they say when you're in the mode of, like, in the zone, you don't want to think about stuff consciously. You want to be just in the process. And the more you can practice on specific skills, the more you don't have to think about them when you're in that creation mode. Okay, so this is my little secret for really improving as fast as possible, because that's my goal. I want to be like the top in watercolor, and it's very ambitious. I also want to be able to motivate people by showing and by sharing that process, which is exactly why I'm recording these videos for you. Yeah, that's it. So let me know your thoughts, and maybe share in a comment below how you approach this practicing any skill. And again, this video is for any artist. It doesn't even have to be a painter or someone who's into drawing. It can be a sculptor, it can be a composer, music composing, anything that's artistic. I think that's the correct approach. You work on the skills and separately you do the creation part. So let me know what you think and how you approach practicing whatever your craft may be. Most of my audience, I know you guys are mainly into drawing and painting, but if someone stumbles upon this, across this video and wants to share, feel free. I will make more content that's really aimed at creators in general, not just painters or people that are into drawing or pen sketching, because I feel like this is where my passion is to actually talk about creation in general. But it's really important for me to be a practitioner of what I talk about, and so I will always draw and I will always paint, no matter what, no matter how I go far into the motivation stuff, like not necessarily motivation, but you know, the practical how-to of how to practice, how to do this, how to do that. I will always paint and draw because I want to live by what I'm teaching. And so this is it. These are my thoughts, and I'll see you again in another video. If you enjoyed, subscribe to my channel, Snapchat, Instagram, all of that good stuff. Check out my beginner's drawing course in the description. I'll see you soon.